I know you guys are gonna think that this is like set up because I made the boxes. I did not know that I was gonna get the one that I wanted. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brie and I love zines. If you've never heard of a zine, it's basically like a homemade magazine. The only difference between magazines and zines though is that zines are primarily focused on self-expression, sharing art, ideas, concepts, whatever, and traditional magazines are more focused on selling ad space. And today I want to show you guys this project I've been working on. I've never had a blind box experience before. They got me, guys. They so got me. I ended up buying my first ever blind box. I've never done one of these before. I ended up not getting the one that I wanted, so I guess that's canon. I guess when you say that you really don't want one, that's the one that you end up opening, and that's just part of it. So I said I didn't want the Poppy face mask, and that's the bitch I got. I was disappointed at first, but now I love her. So blind boxes are basically like those little mystery boxes. You buy them and you don't know what's inside. Usually it's like a figurine or a toy or a plushie. And I went and bought my first one last week and it was so fun. I ended up buying 2 in one day. Okay, so I'm back. I got the Rush Hour series. On the side it shows the possible ones you could get. I really want Frankie Tudor or Frankie Auto Shop. Please, Frankie Tudor. Okay, she's cute. I got Gigi Diner. She has little skates. She comes with a burger. This is cute, right? But because I feel like I should be creating more than I consume, like one blind box was fine, but going back within the same hour to buy a second one, I had to make a deal with myself that after that experience, I would try to find some inspiration out of it in order to make a zine. So what I ended up doing is making my own blind boxes. Ta-da! Aren't they cute? They're kind of still in testing mode. These are my prototypes, or I guess, I don't know, a draft of it. So the boxing is made out of glossy paper. I really wanted to use thicker cardstock, but I had a hard time trying to get the colors to pop as much as they do. So here's the difference. These are all my prototypes over here. So I'll show you guys the evolution of it. It started off like this, drew a little box and wrote down some notes of how I wanted it to look. Then I printed it on cardstock. This is 110 pound, but look at how faded the colors are. You can't even really see the details of the zines when you compare it to this glossy one that I ended up making. You see the difference? That's cardstock. And then I used 67 pound vellum Bristol, which is kind of like an artist paper. You want to use it when you print out art prints and stuff like that. I don't like it either. It just looks a little bit faded. It did pick up the color a little bit better than the cardstock, but still not that great. And then this is the end result I ended up using, which is 32 pound glossy paper, which is nowhere thick enough for it to be sturdy. Look, it bends in. It's super thin, basically. So if you don't know paperweight, this is just really thin. So I'm trying to find one that's thicker, but gives the same quality that this thinner paper does. So they're still kind of in test mode, but I will show you kind of the process I went through to make these. It all started when like I told you, I went to POPMART. They have a new POPMART near me, and I thought it looked interesting. Went inside, saw all the different blind boxes you could choose from, and you guys, it's a little bit of an addiction. I understand consumerism enough to know why people enjoy these things. It's fun. This is not just an excuse to buy another blind box. I have to show you guys what inspired me to make my zine blind boxes. So we're gonna go to POPMART. I might get 2. What the heck? Actually, no, that's crazy. I'm just gonna get one, just one.
A few moments later.
I'll open the sleepover one first. So one I already have Poppy face mask, which is Poppy's wearing a little face mask. I lost it. I dropped it in between the seats, so I don't know where her little face mask is, but that's the one I have. Yeah. My second one is, this one felt a little heavier, so that's why I picked it, because I'm hoping it comes with extras. Okay. Oh, it's Frankie! Yes! I don't have a Frankie yet! And it comes with a little card. That's her. I love this little pull tab. This is my favorite part of the blind box. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, I was supposed to say which one I wanted. Okay, I want any of the Frankies. I really like Frankie. I feel like I look like her. I think I want Frankie Dancer. She's wearing oversized clothes. She looks so cute. Okay, let's see which one I get. Look at how cunty! I love that. Oh, so much style. So much style.
He looks dangerous. So let's go there.
Since idea to conception, it's been about 72 hours, I think, since I opened that blind box and then thought to do blind box zines. So now I'm just putting the final touches on the actual zines, but I haven't even made the box yet. I mean, I made an idea of it, but I need to finish the zines. That way I can take pictures of all of them so I can include the pictures on the box. Also, I do want to say, while in the middle of making these, I was thinking like, has anybody ever made zine blind boxes before? You know, so I just now Googled zine blind box, and there's so many cool ones before me. So I'm definitely not going to say first zine blind box, but to see that there's other zine blind boxes was really exciting. There was one I wanted by my mutual Hi-Fi Anxiety, but it's sold out. I could probably DM them and see if we could do some sort of trade, but they made theirs 2 years ago. And then another mutual of mine, South Arch Street Mart, they made a mystery bundle, so it comes with the bigger type zines, the folio zines. And then I saw this other one. They made a wacky double zine blind box, and it comes with 2 mini zines in a cassette box, or a empty cassette tape box, you know? Like, I'll show you a picture. Look, this is the website. When I Googled zine blind boxes, this is what I got. And look at this, look at the cassette. I wish that there was more pictures so we can see more of this, but this is what they got. 2 mystery zines and a blind box cassette tape case. Comes with assorted goods in a little plastic case. That's so cute! That's really thinking outside the box. You know, I went a very literal way with making my own little type blind box with the little pulley tab. You know, I'm really just recreating the experience I had with POPMART, which I think is really fun. It's like my own unique way to the blind box with zines, but it was cool seeing everybody else that did this before me come up with their own super unique ways. Like Hi-Fi Anxieties is in a black bag so you can't see through it, which adds to the mystery. Same with the South Arch Street Mart bags. They're in paper bags. They're very DIY, very punk, right? But you still can't see through it. And then with cassette tape, that one was super creative because it looks like they decorated the little insert that comes in it, the paper inside. They decorated all over it so you can't see inside of it either. So it's all the different perspectives are really cool. That made me really excited that, that there's different blind boxes out there, because now I'm already addicted to blind boxes, but now I get to get zine ones. Very, very, very exciting stuff. So I will do an unboxing. I feel like the video just would not be complete without opening one of these. My series is called Paper Jam. So it's the Bratty Brie Paper Jam series of zines. It's called Paper Jam because it's inspired by my favorite zine making methods, or just paper crafting methods and methods that you use for DIY paper stuff. So the possibility to get the zines are 1 out of 3. There's cut and paste, trash, and stamps, and then the mystery zine. Also, it comes with a sticker of the zine creator, which is me, and that's me as a Cupie sitting on top of a bunch of little zines with all my paper and zine paraphernalia surrounded by me. So all the details are really cute. And then this is Paper Jam. It's a zine with scissors because that is the name of the series. So every zine on the back of it has this logo on it, so you know which series is a part of, and it just says collect them all on the back, and it has the pull tab and everything. So we'll do an unboxing soon. I really don't know what's what. I mixed them up pretty good, so I'll be pleasantly surprised. These are the zines. Let's do a little tour of each one. So this is an option, cut and paste. I bound each zine with a little keychain that says Paper Jam, but it is bound with a staple, so I thought this was really cool because if you wanted to, you can take the keychain off and put it on your keys. You could put it on your phone, use it as a phone charm. It has many uses. So that was the fun aspect of creating this zine and thinking of different ones, I didn't want to just make a mystery blind box with just random zines that I had. I wanted to create all new zines specifically for the series, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So when I have more series, oh my gosh, struggling a little bit. When I have more series come out, they'll be designed specifically for the blind box because it's more fun and it's like exclusive, you know? You can't really get it anywhere else, only through the boxes. So this is cut and paste, and I open up each zine by explaining why I love this method for my zine making. So this one's really cute and pink. I really love the texture that cut and paste adds. And then in the centerfold, where to find magazines to cut up, little things like that are included. And then each one has a playlist on the back too, like a very tiny little baby playlist. So each zine is 16 pages. It's so cute. I love how it's color coordinated. So this yellow one here is stamps, and it counts for both postage stamps and stamps that you use with an ink pad. Here's the little keychain, it says paper jam, and then random things in here. This is an actual QR code you can scan, and it talks about how I made stamps with Play-Doh. You guys might have seen that video, but in this little zine, it just goes more in depth where you can scan this to see my process. I think mail art is really cool, so you can decorate your envelopes when you send them off to people. And I just give little tips to keep in mind when you're doing that. And then the green one is my favorite. This is actually the one I hope that I open in the blind box. This is the trash zine, which I love. And one of my favorite colors is green. So I really want to open this one. I mean, obviously, I'm just going to keep the display one. This is the one that I will have on my table when I do in-person events so people can see what the options are. So obviously I could keep this one, but I hope when I open one of these later, it will be this one. This is just, I don't know. This is my favorite zine out of all of the options. And it's funny because I thought I wouldn't have a favorite, but I absolutely do, which goes hand in hand with the whole blind box theme. So this one just talks about how I love using trash or things that other people may deem garbage in my zines. This page is one of my favorites. It talks about ransom letters. So I talk about how you don't really need magazines to make ransom letters. You can just take a cereal box, you can take junk mail, you can take old grocery bags and cut up the letters out of those to use for ransom letters. And then I have a little collage on the back made with trash, and then this is my trash playlist. And then the mystery zine, which is a 1 in 9 chance of getting, because these are 1 in 3, right? So 1 out of every 3 boxes could be this one, or this one, but 1 out of every 9 boxes could be Sticker Bomb. And it has this purple theme, paper jam, so cute. And it literally just talks about how much I love stickers. That's one of my favorite sticker designs. This is a meme that I made to go in it. And then like all the other ones, it has a playlist on the back and the little paper jam logo. So this is the possibility of what you can get. So let's do that right now. Now you guys are well versed on blind boxes. You know what they are, you know what their purpose is. I think they're a lot of fun. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea to spend money on something and not know what it's going to be, but I actually really enjoy the experience. So now I get to choose one of these boxes to do an unboxing. Right now, I literally don't know what's what. So this is my little display that I made because I want to bring this to an in-person event to test how they sell. So this is a little display I made to carry all of them. And I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 boxes. It took me forever to even make these 14 because that's usually how it goes when you first try something that you don't really have a blueprint for and you're just working with concepts and the visual ideas in your mind. I know a lot of artists can relate to this watching this. You don't know how long it's going to take. It takes forever just to get it down. But once you have it down, then you have the blueprint for yourself and then it's easier to create. So I know over time these will be easier for me to make. The 14 I made took it took so long. This is what I have so far. I mixed them all up. I don't know. There are 2 back here. These are mystery ones because I'm trying to make sure that they're a little bit rarer than the display here. So I know that these are mystery ones. Let's see what I open. This is another big thing too. When you do blind boxes, you can kind of shake them or hold them, see if it feels heavy, see if you might get an idea of which one's in there. What you do is you get the blind box, right? And then you say which one you would like to get. You can even say which one you really don't want. It adds to the element of the surprise, right? So you guys already heard me say earlier, I really want the trash one. I'll obviously be happy with anything I get, but I'm really hoping it's the trash one so I can put the little keychain on my phone. So I don't know if I want to get this one. I'm They all just ring because I put the little bells on the keychain. I'll do this one. So when I ended up packaging them all, I like mixed them all up. I literally closed my eyes and went like this because I really wanted the element of surprise for myself. And when I bring it to my event, I hope people will open it in front of me. And so we can kind of celebrate together which ones they get. I think that would be really fun. All right. So this is the one I picked. Has a little pull tab. That's really important to me to have because that's one of my favorite parts of opening a blind box. So satisfying. So I really wanted that for my blind box. So here we go. Ooh! First time opening one of my blind boxes. Okay, so it comes with a sticker. Oh my god! I know you guys are gonna think that this is like set up because I made the boxes, so I know I did not know that I was gonna get the one that I wanted. Dang, guys, I should play the lottery. That's how it's packaged. I put like a little tissue paper in there so it doesn't move around too much. Usually when you open up a blind box, it comes in like a little foil packaging or plastic. I thought for my handmade product, that's a little wasteful. I put a little plastic sleeve on the zine to protect it, just in case, you know, while it's in the box, it gets like, I don't know, shooken up. I thought maybe the plastic sleeve, that would be enough protection, but the surprise element is just from opening the box. Another thing that comes included with the blind box is the sticker of me. It says Paper Jam, and that was really fun. I'm so glad that I got the one that I wanted. Like I said, it's still kind of in its prototype phase. I'm definitely gonna bring these to my next in-person market, which is when I vend outside and have a pop-up and everything. I definitely want to test these and see how they sell, but I will add them in my shop once it's all ready to go. I gotta make sure that the boxes are sturdy, okay? Because what I imagine in my head is that people will buy it but not immediately open it, so they may throw it in their bag, in their purse, and I don't want it to get crushed. So I need to figure out a way to have sturdier material that I could print from home without having to send it off to someone else. That was my favorite part of making these, is making it entirely by hand. So from concept to final product, it took me about 5 days to end up creating this end result that you see here. But what I really enjoyed about it was being able to use my hands to do it. So I'm not POPMART. I can't, you know, make a bunch of these and distribute them very quickly. I do enjoy the handmade nature of these and being able to be really close to my work in that way. Binding all the zines, making all the keychains to bind it with, stapling them, assembling the boxes with glue, and making a mess. It was really fun to be able to do that. Eventually, I feel like I can come out with other blind box series, so different themes, so people can mix and match, and it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So I'm not going to go to POPMART. I thought about it. I mean, I already did. You already saw that. What I want to do next is go to work. So I have a market in a few days, and I'm going to bring these, and I'm going to see how they sell and see how people react to it. So keep an eye out for that video coming soon. So if you're interested in doing something like this, I would say definitely look up templates that are online, customize them to you, and then just really have fun with it. Like, there's no shortcut really to your own creativity. You can definitely watch me and see how I do what I do for inspiration purposes. But when it comes to you designing something that's completely unique and your own, you really just have to do it. You just have to test it out and see. And that's the most fun part. That's the most fun. It really, I know I keep saying fun a lot in this video, but that's just what it is. Creating something that only previously existed in your mind, seeing it come to life in this way is truly magical. It's really special. Hopefully you guys liked this video. That's it for right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.